doing a reading for all of my Aries. So if you're an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, stick around. There could be a message in this reading for you. So let me see. I've got to pull myself up here. Turn myself on. Doing a reading. All right. Let me put it in the chat. Reading for Aries. And listen, if you guys stick around and you have some questions and we got a little bit of time, happy to do some card pulls for all of you. So yeah, take what works, see what doesn't. All right, we all know who we are in this story. So with that being said, let's get going. Clear the energies here for my Aries. Burn a little cedar for you guys. Welcome in, everyone. Nice to have you all here. So yeah, I hope you're having a good day or a good evening, wherever you are. May you feel good today. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Grateful, thankful for the messages for my Aries for the current energies. Let's see what's going on for all of my Aries at this time. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really helps my channel out, and I really would appreciate that. All right, you guys, let's see what is going on for all of my Aries for the next 7 to 10 days. I am using the Light Seers Tarot this week. Let's see what messages it has for all of my Aries. One more shuffle. Cut the deck. Let's see what's going on. Welcome in. You're cross-watching for your Aries. All right, let's see what's going on. First card out for Aries is that of the Hanged Man coming in reverse. A little confusion. A little confusion about what to do. Maybe it could be around money. It could be around a person because we do see the Devil card coming in upside down. And we have the Ace of Cups in the recent past. So let me get a few more cards out and see what's going on for all of my Aries. Listen, at the end of the day, Aries, you know, what I am feeling is that on the outside, you're acting as if everything is okay, but something's not really right in the Aries camp. And I say this because, you know, here in your recent past, we do have the Ace of Cups coming in reversed. A little disconnect with your person. Maybe you're starting to see a little toxic energy between you and your person. Now, let's look at these two cards because these are the core of your reading. We have the Hanged Man coming in reversed with the Five of Pentacles reversed. I mean, you're confused about how to handle this situation with your person. For sure, I'm feeling as if there's not an even give and take when it comes to you and them and how you work. All right, so balance. I mean, are we looking at this relationship and we've got balance in it or we don't? I'm feeling as if one person, doesn't necessarily have to be you, one person I think is a little selfish, all right? Because at the root of what's going on here is the King of Pentacles, and he is reversed, all right? So the base of your reading this week deals with this energy of someone who I think they're doing everything that they can for themselves. All right, the King of Pentacles, this is not somebody who likes to share their money, their riches, their ideas, their thoughts. They're very, very self-centered. And, you know, this could be you, this could be them, but I think you recognize that this energy is happening. Why? Because we have this Devil card. And when we have this Devil card, I want you to look at this guy because this guy, it's like he holds the puppet strings, you know? I mean, for a while, I think this person had you doing the dance of whatever it took to make things work. But I feel as if now something's off. I mean, something's not right. Honestly, I really feel as if, you know, now the reason why you are feeling confused is because they might have yet done one more thing. And I feel like they do one more thing because here we have the Knight of Swords. They do something and they take off, leave you hanging. That's not fair. So I feel like you're dealing with an energy of somebody that takes, but doesn't give back. And here again, I see with this energy of this Knight of Swords, you know, that, you know, his quiver is empty. He shot his mark. He got what he wanted. He took what he wanted and he ran with it, leaving you, what, feeling all one way or another. Because here, the Five of Pentacles, you're not happy here. But I think you finally realize exactly what this person was doing. So I feel like somebody might have gotten used a little bit, used for whatever it is that they could get out of them. You know, the energy of love here surely doesn't exist because this is in the past. Maybe it was this like, oh my gosh, you know, this is somebody who I could really use to work with, to do something with. You know, and we can play this game of, yeah, we're together until we're not. Because I just feel like this whole connection you have with this person, you know, it was for anything other than the true relationship. It was because this person had the ability to get this for you, or this person had the ability to do this for you. You know, there was this imbalance of give and take that I'm feeling between the two of you. And of course, now you don't feel happy about it at all. So I do feel like this week there will be a lot of communication. We have the Eight of Wands coming up here, Aries. So I think, you know, there will be a big conversation over, you know, what's fair and what's right and how much I did for you and how much you did for me. And, you know, I think you're going to hash it out. You know, I really. All right, I'm back. Sorry, whenever a call comes in, that happens. But we do have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel as if, you know, you weren't dealing with somebody who was emotionally available on some ways, you know. And here, the Two of Cups. I think you're starting to not have the same kind of feelings that you had for them. But here, with this Knight of Wands as your final outcome, I think this would be a really important week for you to maybe not be so serious, all right? This card is asking you to lighten up. You know, a lot of heavy stuff is going on. I think you're going to really get like eyes wide open in this connection of, you know, the imbalance between the two of you. And really even, you know, the feeling of not, you know, really feeling like you love them like you did. I mean, you know, you definitely don't have the same feelings for them that you used to. And I think it because you start to see, you know, how, you know, they want to control you. And Aries doesn't like to be controlled. I'll tell you that much, you know. So, yeah, I think you're better off on your own. Look, we got the Nine of Pentacles. You know, even, you know, you gave it a shot. It didn't work out with this person. You know, it ended up being for the wrong reasons. Sometimes we get together with people for the wrong reasons. You know, we think it's love. But, you know, I felt like there might have been just this ulterior motive that was happening between you and your person. All right. So, you know, it wasn't all on the up and up. But this week, honestly, ended on a high note. If you can go out and have a good time, go out and have a good time. All right. Enjoy yourself. You know, so whatever you can do, you know, to kind of, you know, find a lighthearted ending to this week. Because, you know, and I do feel like, you know, you'll be invited out places. Go, you know, don't stay home. Don't like sit and wallow, you know, in feeling bad about this whole situation. The Five of Pentacles says, let's move on. Let's move on. All right. You know, that we see what happened. It was a little confusing. We weren't clear. Intentions weren't clear. Nothing was clear in this with this connection. You know, but I feel as if, you know, it's done and it's over. And this devil energy is now reversed. And you, I think, really see them for who they really were. So that's what I got for you, Aries. Please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in this story. So I hope this resonated with someone out there. Now, on your thumbnail, we do have keep focused on who and what are most important in your life. Making, you know, time for your life is more important than making a living, all right? So, you know, I think you're going to reshift your priorities this week on what really matters, because that Hanged Man really wants you to look at what is most important. So that's what I've got for you. I hope this resonated with someone. Please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in this story. So with that being said, I want to turn to my chat and welcome in everybody in the chat. The Sacred Siren, Bin Cole. I guess it's just you guys, huh? We're still close. Hope she frees himself from her. She has used him. Thank you for the I'm glad it resonated. All right. So listen, you guys, I appreciate you all being a part of my channel. If no one's got a question, I'm going to pop off. Got to make a quick phone call, and then I will pop back on. And let's do Taurus. All right. So stick around. I will be back in just a little bit. All right. Appreciate you all. Hit that like